Hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is Rip4, and welcome back to another episode of Rip's Talk Show. I'm obviously your host, Rip, and you might be wondering, Rip, what's going on today? What's going on this week? Well, I'll tell you, nothing much. It's funny. Last week I was talking about RVB because on Wednesday, the day I was recording, I was talking about Red versus Blue and how long it'd be for a trailer for Restoration. And my friends, that trailer for Restoration came out the day I uploaded. I should have seen that one coming. Let's not be shocked. I should have, genuinely. Because, let's be real. That's usually how they do things. Now, it might not be obvious, or it might be obvious, but I am currently sick. I'd much rather not be, but I am. And I've been sick all week. So that's fun. But I will tell you, something fantastic happened. You'll hear me talk about it a bit on a video that is not ready to come out, and the only thing that's holding it back is me making a thumbnail. But I talk about this thing a little bit, about it eventually coming to my house. That thing is an old Red vs. Blue merch. It's not old. Calling it old would be dumb. But it is old. It is semi-old. Like, I want to say 2017, 2018. It's a plushie. And you'll probably understand where I'm coming from with this. It likes to talk. My microphone doesn't pick it up. That's a shame. It's the Talking Caboose plush. But I acquired that because a friend gave it to me. I gave them something, and they gave me this in return. And I am forever grateful because I like soft items. I like being able to hug things. I may be a giant as well, but doesn't mean I can't hug things. And so it's great. I was so sidetracked. I was supposed to be talking about Restoration. So Restoration trailer dropped, and oh my god, there's someone who listens to these who isn't caught up to Red vs. Blue, and they're a friend of mine. So I'm going to hold off on saying the big things in the trailer until near the end of the episode. But actually, it'd be smarter to hold the Restoration trailer talk until the end of the episode, so then I don't have to sugarcoat anything until the end of the episode. That seems the most sense, to be honest with you. But I got this plushie, and it's currently right here. It's on my desk, and I love it so much. It's great. He will be joining my Kate 6. I actually want to do something special with this plushie, and that is recreate it. And you might be saying, what do you mean by that? I want to recreate how it currently is, but as a different color. I'm not saying tear this apart or sew over it. No, I mean legit just sew a new plushie just like it. But obviously change a few things like the helmet. And that's about it. Just change the helmet. I know what you are watching right now. I got a DM from Hawk. Oh, I wonder if Hawk is currently watching this, or later listening to this. No, Hawk, I'm not watching Moist Critical play Gears of War right now as I'm filming something. That would be irresponsible. I'm not doing that. It's weird. I was not expecting though last night to start getting ready to go to bed and then seeing Moist Critical play Gears of War. Not what I was expecting to see. And let me say, he was a great player. I can't say anything on his current skill because I did not fully watch. No, my elite died. But yeah, no, Moist Critical played Gears, and that's cool because Gears of War is cool. I like Gears of War. But yeah, no, as I was saying, I want to make plushies, and not just of RVB characters or Halo stuff. I want to make others. What if I made a Saint 14? They wouldn't be official because, oh dear. I mean, they wouldn't be official, obviously, because I'm not endorsed by anything. But that could change. Seriously, though. Yeah, no, I want to do stuff like that. I like making things. I like being creative. I like creating things. Creating things is cool. And, I watched a little bit, because on the topic of Red vs. Blue and the company that makes it, Rooster Teeth. It's so weird that it's, gonna go bye-bye. Watched a bit of the last stream, or I don't know if it was the last stream, but it was, their big, goodbye, I guess. But I watched it until they started playing Mario Kart and drinking a lot. I'm yeah, I don't really feel like watching people drink a bunch of alcohol. And Rooster Teeth, a lot, they drink all the time on that stuff. But I guess I forgot about that. Oh no! Out of ammo. There's a lot of things I could say about that, genuinely. But I mean, what is there to say? Not much. It's like beating a dead horse at this point, because I've talked about it so much. Saw it coming. And it's sad. On one hand, I'm sad for what was there and the great stuff that they made. But, plug needed to be pulled. They were doing some really scummy things. And, half the reason I'm sitting here talking to you right now is because of them. They didn't do anything. But, they inspired me. I liked Machinima. I liked voice acting because of them. I really grew an appreciation for voice acting, because they made something in the Halos. I want to do that, and so I did that. And it wasn't good, not at all. No, it was dog water, but the idea was there, and I kept doing things. I kept trying new things. Eventually, I ended up in the SMC. And I met all the people I know today. And it's nice to think about that. I don't know. It's bittersweet. Because it's like, yeah, they're horrible people now, but if it wasn't for like their content and like the inspiration I got, I wouldn't be here because I wouldn't know all the great people I know today. And I love all the people I know. They're all wonderful and fantastic, and I'd give them the biggest hug imaginable next time I see them. Or if I meet some of them in person, because a lot of them I do not know IRL. But they're cool people. I can tell you that much. And I love them all dearly. Listen to me be a sap for my friends. It's great. I love them. How many times could I say that? Before I drill it into your mind. God, I've had a really bad cough, as you would imagine from someone who's sick. And it sucks, genuinely. But like at the end of the day, what are you gonna do about it, you know? Ah, man. Oh, holy moly. Come back here. God, it hurts my, not my lung. Yeah, it does hurt my lungs, actually. It hurts like the back of my lungs. I don't know what's up with it. Man, I'm just playing this right now makes me like, I was thoroughly enjoying playing all those campaigns with everybody and recording them. I gotta set up the Halo 5 recording stuff, because yes, we still have yet to record that. I gotta set that up. I gotta talk to my people. Set up on the grid. I gotta like, I genuinely gotta talk to my my friend and find out who I'm recording that with. So obviously Kevin, and I want to give Matthew as well, more than likely. I don't know if I can get Colin because of his schedule. So that's just something I'm gonna have to discuss with my peeps. And I'm sure I can find one of my amigos or amigas, my friends, to do so. Because, you know, it'd be fun. Oh yeah, I should say what game I was talking about when I said I recorded a game. Yeah, so like a 3-hour video is gonna come out at some point, because I played the entirety of a video game called Inside, and it was a game. I'll tell you that it was a game. Holy moly! Yeah, no, I have no idea what I played, to be honest with you. Like, I played all of it. I played through the whole thing in one sitting, like not even a break. If you don't count the parts where I was muted because I was answering an important email. Oh my. Oh my. You know, I played through the whole thing in one sitting, and it was a bloody mind trip. It was I don't even know what to say. Like, I keep saying that, but like, what do you say about like an experience like that? You know, it was crazy. There's nothing I know how to say about it, you know? Except that, it was interesting. I made some jokes. There's definitely some funny clips that came from it. But you have to watch the video to find those funny moments. In like a 3-hour thing. Jesus. Yeah, no, I remember like checking how long I was recording because I was like, man, I wonder how long this has been going on. It's probably been like 15 minutes. I looked, it was like 56 minutes. I'm like, God! Because I was not expecting it that, like, at all. I forgot to say, there's another game I want to stream like that. Um, Not a game where I'm questioning what's going on the entire time. I got 2 more games on my library. I got 3 games. One of them I'm waiting for my friend to hit me back for the thumbnail because I want it drawn. The 3 games I will say, I will not say what's the one I will have drawn. You'll just find out. So the 3 games I'm planning to, at some point, you'll see in 2024, is The Walking Dead, Telltale game, you know, the original one, the first season, Hollow Knight, and Limbo. I barely remember anything from Hollow Knight. Not Hollow Knight. I've never even touched Hollow Knight. I don't even know what kind of game Hollow Knight is. The Walking Dead. I don't remember anything about it. I know I never beat it. Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything. I know you play as Lee Everett. I know that he's like basically takes the role as Clementine's father, because it is presumed they are dead because of a voice message. And yeah, that's all I could tell you. Because I don't know. I don't remember anything. God, no, I hate this. Oh, yeah. Wow. I was thinking about the fact that sometimes I can't have certain people on here during certain events in the world. And I'm not going to name names, but you know who I'm talking about, you. Because I talked to you about this, and you and I are cool with this, but I wanted to mention it just to call you out, but not say your name. I'll give you a hint. They've appeared on an episode during 2024. You were cracking jokes about something that happened, I think, last week or a week before, which was absolutely tragic. But you were cracking jokes about it because I can't say why. And I remember that, and I just sat there and was like, why? Why would you do this? Oh, he's already dead. No, that's no good. We're gonna go off of script for a little bit. Yes, every single one of these is scripted. Oh my god. No, they're not. If these are scripted, they'd sound a lot better. Because I can actually script write and read a script. Not great at improv. I lied to you. I'm great at improv. I'm just tired. I don't even know what I don't even remember my point. I don't know. See, that's my problem. I go on tangents, and, like, I go so far into the tangent, I don't remember why I went into the tangent. Like, they're bouncing off of each other, but then I can't remember what I bounced off of to get to that point. That's not right. Ah, God. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll talk about this. So weather. That's a thing. Why I'm mentioning it. Not just because I don't know what to say. But, hail in April. Well, that doesn't really matter. But the fact that there's snow, what the hell, man? It didn't snow here. But, like, I have friends who, like, live in, like, upper regions of the United States, and it snowed there, and I'm sitting there like, it's April. It's April, man. How is it snowing? You know? It's wild. Like, I don't believe it. I'm not saying I think they're lying at all. I'm genuinely just kerfuzzled that that's a thing. Snow in April. To be fair, I think one time in a eon ago that it snowed in May. And I remember a Christmas many, many years ago that was like really, really warm. I know what game I gotta record soon. That should definitely be on that list of games to record. Jesus. Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 is cool. I gotta record that. That's one of those things where I played as a child, but I know I'd never beat it. Cause like Dead Space stuff like sticks in my head. Because I remember the beginning. And it's I remember space. And I think at some point you get yeah, I don't remember anything. I know there's it felt like a bit more like COD Zombies. Which was I don't know how to feel about that. A notification. Let me read this. Would you like to do it in VC in about 10 to 15 minutes? Or I can just watch while deafened. Yeah, no. There's that. What? Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I've been doing shorter episodes because either A, I just don't have the time, and B, because I've heard, yes, I've heard people enjoy the shorter ones than the longer ones. There's actually two topics I want to talk about. Um, okay. There's two topics I want to talk about. And those two topics are Bad Batch, newest episode, and newest episodes. There was two of them. And Restoration. So first we're going to talk about the thing that's less spoilery, but still spoilers for people who aren't caught up with RVB. So the Restoration trailer came out, and oh my god, there's so many things I have to say about it! This is probably going to go on for more than 10 to 15 minutes, and whatnot. As you heard me say in a voice message. Okay, so let's analyze this trailer. I can't watch it. I'm going off of my memory. So there's a lot of things. So Griff and Simmons are at the beginning of the trailer, obviously. And Simmons says, it's like one last adventure. And Griff goes, nice knowing you, Simmons. And something I noticed was Simmons had a shotgun, which was rather strange. He was the proper Simmons color, but he had a shotgun. And I know Simmons because he has a cyborg arm. And a fun fact about Simmons, he's a cyborg because of season 2. Yes. Point is, though, I thought that was strange. The description for this season for a while was the biggest enemy returns, and everyone's like, who do they consider the biggest enemy? The meta has returned. It is the meta, but it is not Agent Main. No. It is our dear friend Lavernius Tucker. Tucker is the meta. And I gotta say, wild. There's a lot of weird things I have to point out with the trailer. One, no Agent Carolina, no Donut, no Lopez was in the trailer. But why weren't Donut and Carolina? See, the thing is, I know they're in the season because one, casting on Apple TV tells you, and two, Forge spying on Halo Infinite shows they were filming with both of those characters. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like the main 4 Reds and Blues that we'll be seeing is Griff, Simmons, Sarge, and Caboose. And I don't know how much of Epsilon, aka Church, we'll be seeing. And it's like really strange. I want to know how this correlates to the Shizno trilogy and Zero. I've never watched Zero, and maybe I'll watch it before it releases. Which it releases. We have a release date. It is May 7th. So mark your calendars for that if you're an RVB fan. Which I am. I am an RVB fan, so I've marked that down mentally many times. Also, the beginning of the trailer was Bernie and Matt Hullum speaking to you on the camera, and in I gotta tell you, man, Bernie has not aged since his last time I've seen him on camera, which was his last podcast. And, good on him. Does not look 52. I'll tell you that. But the thing is, I have a lot of theories with this season. Before I get into the theories, there's something I want to point out. There's a fight scene where we see, I guess, Simmons tries to fight the meta, and the meta, breaks his cyborg arm. Or, straight up rips it off. Don't know. Point is, it's tragic. Why? How can they do this to my boy, my Marine boy? They did it to my boy. It's absolutely tragic. Yeah, no, I genuinely don't know how they did that to Simmons. Or why. But my theory is, for Restoration, is all the Halo Infinite stuff we're going to see is a simulation. Because with Forge spying, we're not able to, or like spying on the Machinima accounts, we were able to find out they filmed in MCC. And I didn't see any MCC footage in that. Did you? Nope. So that tells me, especially with the teaser trailer for Restoration last year, that I think this season's going to end in MCC. And that's just my thought process. I want to know how everything else wraps nice and neatly into this whole bow. Because this is the final. This is the last RVB thing ever. And they knew that going in. So how does it answer those burning questions? How do our characters get their happy ending? Oh. Because that's what my main concern. How do they get their happy ending? You know? That might not be your main concern. Like, is it written well? I assume it's going to be written well. It's written by Bernie. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, Bernie doesn't do half bad writing ever. But like, I've loved everything RVB besides the Shizno trilogy, and obviously Zero because I haven't watched it. But I'm confident that it'll be entertaining. I will say that last bit in the trailer where it's Epsilon doing the "What's up, guys?" Oh my god, I'm not gonna yell. What's up, guys? YouTube mode, and like make sure to hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like that was super out of character for Epsilon. At least to me, it felt like that. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know. It's like weird to, like, it's good that it's ending. You can't like run something that long. Very few things can. But just like my entire life since I've known it, it's always been a thing. It's always had new stuff. And I love RVB. If that wasn't apparent at this point. I love it to death. And it's just like, how do you end it? And it'd be good. The show's been running for 21 years. And this is going to be its 19th season. I wonder what other year they missed, because it was like a season a year, right? So what year did they miss? Because I know they didn't put one out last year. And they're putting one out this year. And the company's been around, like I said, company's been around for 21 years. And RVB was the thing that started the company. And there's 19 seasons. So what other year did they miss in RVB season? That's not even like the question that was being asked originally. I don't know. Point is, I'm excited for it. Bernie said that he went for a more whimsical approach for it. And I like that because that means it won't be as sad. I'm saying that. I know I'm going to cry while watching it. How do I know that? I still cry at the end of season 13. And I almost cried on my rewatch of the end of season 8. Specifically with a friend. Because she has never seen it. And that's who I've been trying to not spoil. Who is probably listening. If you're listening, I hope you're doing well. Actually, to anybody listening, not just her, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've having a good morning if you're listening to this in the morning. I hope you're having a good day, good night, good evening. All those fun things. I don't know when you're listening to this, but I hope whatever time you're listening to this, I hope it's going well, because who wants to have a bad day or a bad night? Nobody. No one wants to have a bad time. Unless you're a masochist. And, I guess a bad time would be a good time. And, I got nothing to say about that. You rock how you want to rock. Anyway. The other thing. God, this cough is bad. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the bad bitch. I haven't really talked about it in recent weeks. I don't even remember the last time I did, but I'll talk about this week's episodes. So Bad Batch came out, 2 episodes this week, and there's a little bit to say about it all. So let's talk about episode 10. Yeah, okay. Talk about episode 10. It was really interesting seeing a Force use a child. Oh, by the way, if you haven't left already because of spoilers, now's your time to leave. Because it gets a lot more spoilery than that little opening. Force user child, strange. You know, a stranger. Cad Bane showing up. He was there. And what's her name? Arame. Now
Nalisay's position, because Nalisay did a bad boo-boo, according to the Empire's eyes, so now she's a fugitive in Hemlock's laboratory.
So basically, she's a part in charge of all that, which includes the subjects, and the subjects are children with a high M count. And if you haven't figured out already by watching, a high M count means a Force user. Yes, shocking. So she's in charge of all that, and I guess she didn't realize they were children. And a child tries to escape, and commandos roll in and stun the child. And she was kind of like, why would you do that? Yeah, why would you do that to the child? And wasn't really given a clear answer. They just did it just because, like, we're gonna do it, you know? Like, not really a good excuse. But they're gonna send Scorch. Yes, Scorch from Mr. Republic Commando. To go retrieve the child. The next one. And she decides to come with, and she sees it's like, oh, that's a baby. And she was not rocking with that. But they're all like, I don't care, we're evil. And she's like, I don't know about that. And she speaks to Nalase. It's like, man, this kind of bad. This kind of evil. And she's like, that's why I sent Omega away. It's like, well, why didn't you do anything for the other children? It's like, I did what I could. Basically like that. And it's like, whoa. And we see Mr. X roll up, and it's like, I'm going to he literally said that. He went he was going to find Omega. And Hemlock said, sure you will, pal. So cut to the next episode, and they're like, we're going to move now because we might bring the evil government here to kill you all, and we don't want that. Sure enough, Professor X rolls up and was like, hey, I found the one. I found the gremlin you all were looking for. And they're like, oh, wow, I like gremlins. That's exactly what they said. And so he blew up the ship, the Marauder. And bye-bye house for the Bad Batch, you know? Because that was their house. And now it's gone. Empire shows up. They do their thing. Be evil. Ransack the entire planet. And Omega is looking at Crosshair, and she's like, I have an idea. What if you throw a tracker on their ship when I go to Tantis, and you can track me there, and we can save all the clones? And Crosshair is like, I don't think that's a good idea. And then Omega's like, we got to try, and so she does that, like, turns herself in, and they find the tracker she put on herself. And I don't remember. I think Crosshair shot off a tracker on the ship. I don't remember. But I bet you there's going to be some tension between Hunter and Crosshair for letting Omega get captured. It was her plan. I can imagine it's like, you let her get captured. It was her plan. Something like that. God, I should not have recorded. You know, it would have been a lot easier to just be like, hey guys, I'm going to take a break this week because I am absolutely sick. But instead, I was like, you know what? I'm going to record content for people because people like content. Yeah, no. As I was saying. You know, rating. I don't know. They were good. The Tantus episode was kind of like, oh, okay. Just shows how corrupt and evil the Empire is. But then the other episode was like, oh wow, this is great. And then the second episode that came out this week, it was like, yeah, some quite. I don't know. Well. But with that being said, I think this is going to where I call it off. So, thank you all so much for listening or watching. You might have decided to watch me play Halo 3 ODST Firefight in the background. But if you like what you listened to, let me know in the comment section below. I always appreciate what you also have to say to me, and I will try to get better at replying. That is, if I actually got comments. Boom. Yeah, as I was saying, thank you all so much for watching or listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.